back to the channel. For this week's video, you're going to join me somewhere a little bit different. I'm actually out in France with my dad and one of his mates for the next week. We're down an hour below Paris. I'm not 100% sure on the details of the lake, so if you want to know more about the lake, just drop me a message and I'm about to get some info over to you guys. But so yeah, you see the lake behind me. We've just got in now, just offloaded all the stuff. There's gear everywhere at the minute, I need to sort it all out, but yeah, this is where we are for the next week. I've been here once before, a couple of years back, and had a very good session. My first time out in France, I think I had 25 fish over 30, a 60, a 50, numerous 40s. Yeah, it was a bit of a mental session, so if we can have anything like that this week, it'll be unbelievable. Obviously, we're armed with the freshest bait in the game, the Parker baits. I've got 20 kilo of OG fruit and nut boilies, 20 kilo of OG fruit and nut pellet. Got 5 litres of the fruity flat spot, and I've got loads of particle as well. So yeah, like I say, for this week, you'll be joining me out here in France. If you do like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and hopefully we can have a good week and get into some absolute nosser pigs. Right then, here's my first little mix ready to go. I've got some 80mm fruit and nut boilies, fruit and nut pellet, the chili hemp, and I've got some flake maize in there as well. Chuck some fruity flat spot in there, just let that soak for a little bit. And yeah, when we're ready to go, we'll get the rods out. This is my peg. And yeah, not far off ready, I've got the boat pumped up. Everything's nearly set up now. And yeah, I'll give you a little bit of an update when we've found some spots and got the rods out. And hopefully, it won't be long before we're into our first French carp. Right then, just getting the third and final rod out now on the Halloween special pop-up over a bed of this. I've got my middle rod out, which is at that marker post there. Then my right rod is over by the tree line, over on this one there. I haven't got a marker for my left rod, I'm just going to chuck it out of open water here. It goes quite shallow just past the marker, so I'm just going to put it out over there. And hopefully we can get a fish on the first night tonight. Right then guys, I thought I'd just give you all a bit of an evening update. Everything's all set up now. I've just had my dinner. And yeah, just settling down for the evening now. Just watching the water, seeing if I can see anything going on. Obviously, no fish for me yet. But there has been one fish out down in peg 1 at 34 pound, which is good. The only little bit of hope I've had at the minute is while I was eating my dinner, I had a bit of fizzing pop up on my middle rod, which I put up on the screen now. Yeah, which is promising. Obviously, it means fish are in the area and they found the bait. So, had a few liners here and there as well on my left and middle rod. Nothing on my right rod yet, but that's in deeper water in the margin in the corner. So, I'm not really expecting anything off that until the hours of darkness, really. But yeah, this will probably be my last update of the evening now. So, if you don't see me in the night, it means we are still blanking, but I'm holding out hope. Like I said, I had a good session here a couple of years back. So if we can get anywhere near to replicating that, then I'll be over the moon. But yeah, hopefully you guys will see me in the night with a fish, and if not, I will see you in the morning. Well, good morning guys. As you can tell from the lack of nighttime footage, I didn't manage to catch anything last night. Not been easy going at the minute. I've had no real action, no beeps really, apart from going into darkness last night with a fish fizzing up on my spot and that. But apart from that, nothing's really happened. My dad managed to nick one at 12:15 last night, 34 pounder. But apart from that, everything that's come out has come out in pegs 1 and 2, literally the other side of the lake. Yeah, like I say, it's not been easy at the moment. I've just gone out this morning, moved my right hand rod into a bit shallower water. I was fishing in about 8 foot of water last night. I think I've changed it to about 5.5, 5 foot now. But yeah, just because it's a bit warm, and the weather's supposed to change tomorrow stroke Wednesday and get a bit cooler, so hopefully that pushes the fish down this end of the lake into a bit deeper water. We can get a bit of action. But yeah, like I say, it's not really much to update you guys on at the minute, but if anything does happen, I will update you, and hopefully today we can get a couple fish on the bank. Well, I gave you an update about 10 minutes ago about nothing happened. I've just had maybe 2 or 3 beeps, liners on my middle rod, bobbing moved a tiny little bit, and then these bobbles have just popped up just to the left of the spot. I'm fishing just in front of this pole, and they've popped up just to the left. But I put a wide spread of bait out there, and yeah, hopefully it's not going to be long before that middle rod rips off. Right then, guys, there's been no update today really, apart from the one this morning, because literally nothing has happened. Again, the only fish that have come out have been out of peg 1 until about 20-25 minutes ago when the sun goes down. Peg 2's just caught one. It's sort of the same thing that happened last night. They moved out from, there's a no fishing area in peg 1. Would have been boshing all day, obviously, which is why peg 1's catching, and then as the sun goes down, peg 2 caught, and then it come down this end, and my dad caught about 12:15 last night, and then that was sort of the end of the action. But everything's set, traps are set. I've got my left hand rod by the spot where my dad caught last night. We've put a big bed of bait out, so if anything does come through here tonight, then hopefully we can trip them up. And move my right hand rod. It's still in the corner in the margin over there, but I've moved it to the left a bit into a bit shallower water, I think I said earlier. But yeah, put the bait out, rigs are out. I've got a pineapple pop up on the middle rod, a washed out pink OG fruit and nut pop up on the right hand rod, and a white 15mm OG fruit and nut magic bean on the left hand rod. So yeah, hopefully you'll be seeing me tonight with a bit of fish action, but if not, I will see you in the morning again. At the lake, obviously it's a bit drive and survive, there's nothing really here, but my dad has bought this shower off the internet. Connects to a little hot water thing down here. You've got your own shower, use water, unbelievable. Saves having a trek all the way over there. There's a little shower in the corner, but it's full of spiders and that, I don't really want to go over there. So yeah, got our own little shower, got a sink, living the life of luxury. Well, good morning, guys. As you can tell, another night of absolutely nothing. Getting a little bit depressing now. My dad had one this morning, which I'll put up on the screen now, at £42, I think it was. But I say he's fishing next to me, but fishing just to the left, because they seem to be holding up, I say, over in peg 1, and then when the night comes, they sort of drift down a little bit, but they don't make it as far as me. So yeah, it's a little bit depressing at the minute. I think at some point today for the evening, I'm going to take a bed chair, rod, my mat, weighing scales and stuff. I'm going to move to opposite peg 1, so I can fish out towards where they're holding up, and I can fish open water for when they move out in the night, and hopefully nick a couple off. As I say, the weather's changing today. Wind's supposed to flip direction. It's been blowing down into their corner the whole time we've been here, but it's supposed to flip and blow into our corner. So hopefully that makes a change and pushes them down this way. But like I say, if not today, I think just for the evening, I'm going to try go up there just to try and nick a couple fish, just so I can stop the depression. But yeah, I will keep you guys updated throughout the day and let you know what I'm doing. And hopefully the next time you see me will be with a carp. I'm not sure if you guys can tell or not, but there's been a bit of a change of scenery. My peg is down there, down the other end of the lake, but I've moved up opposite peg 1 for the day stroke evening, see if I can nick a couple of fish, because like I say, it's not happening down there. Peg 1, I've had a few more fish this morning, stroke this afternoon. Last one probably about half an hour ago. And yeah, like I said, I've moved opposite them. Got all 3 rods out now. Got one out to my right, 2 out in the middle. The one on the right is probably in a little bit shallower water, I think. And yeah, hopefully we can have a couple fish out up here. So I might stay here for the evening stroke night, depending what happens, and if we can get something going. But yeah, hopefully you'll see me in a little while with a fish. Well, the move hasn't paid off just yet. Still nothing. I've had a couple liners on my left and middle rod, but no fish to report just yet. But Dad was just going out to do his refeed his spots, and stupidly I've come up because there's a bit of a mad rush to get over here earlier. Forgot to bring any food and a drink, but got the boat, gave him a call. He's going to come over and deliver me a snack and a drink to keep me going until it starts getting dark, because this lake hasn't really been doing many day bites. It's been sort of evening to night bites. So hopefully around 5, 6 o'clock I should start seeing a little bit of action. I've seen a few bosh, but it's in the out of bounds area, which is literally just there, which you can't get a rod to it. There's been a few boshing in there, but I'm as close to it as I can be to try and get a bite. And yeah, hopefully we can get a fish a few soon. Well, it's about 4:30 now. I've just had my first bit of action of the week. Right hand rod ripped off. Playing the fish for about 5 minutes. Nearly got it in, and it gone under my middle rod. And because it's been caught up in the line, I had a hook pull, so I waited 3 days for a bite just to lose it. It's make the depression even worse, but the rod's back out now. I've had a beep on it already since it's been back out, so hopefully we get another opportunity in a minute to put it right and get a fish on the bank. But yeah, hopefully the next time you see me, I will have a fish. Well then, heading into the 3rd night now. I don't know if you could tell, bivvy is gone. It's over in my normal peg. I'm over where I had that run earlier. Decided to spend the night here. I feel like it's my best opportunity to get a fish on the bank. But yeah, got my pizza here. Got a couple orange juices, and yeah, hopefully tonight there's going to be a few fish on the bank. The fish are definitely down here. They're boshing in the out of bounds area, and my dad's just been out in the boat when I put the rig down and put a bit of bait around it. I didn't want to just put the hopper full of boat bait out there, because it's not really a big hopper. But a bit extra bait around there, and he said there's loads of fish around there. So yeah, hopefully tonight will be the night where we get a couple of fish on the bank. So hopefully I'll be seeing you in the night. Well, that's my right hand rod in again, just to top it off. Another run and another lost fish. It's literally been the trip from hell, but everything's working. And yeah, I don't know. I've got no words at the minute, but yeah, I'll get it back out and see if we can get another one. Right then, it's been 3 nights now. We finally made it happen. Lost another one just before darkness. That's 2 I'd lost. But yeah, here we go. Middle rod's just screamed into action. It's about 1:30 in the morning. 33 pound on the nose. And yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing. It's finally happened. It's on a yellow pineapple 15mm pop-up from Parker Baits over a bed of OG fruit and nut boilies, fruit and nut pellet, some particle smothered in the fruit and nut flat spot. Buzzing. Well, this is the rig that's just done the damage. It's just simple Ronnie rig. OMC lock hook, size 4. As I said, the yellow pineapple pop-ups from Parker Baits. We'll get her back out there now and see if we can get another one on the bank. But yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing with that. Come on. Right, well, good morning, guys. As you saw last night, we finally made something happen. The 33-pound mirror. From this peg I moved into yesterday, but my dad had a busy night. He had 8 bites, I think. So I think the weather change has pushed the fish down there a little bit. So I'm just packing up in this peg now. I'm gonna go back to my normal peg. And yeah, hopefully we can get something going down there, but the pressure's off now. So it took 3 nights to get a bite and we finally got one. Middle rod. Yeah, absolutely buzzing with it. Hopefully we can get down there, get a good hit of fish now and get a few real monsters on the bank. He had a 48-pounder this morning, my dad, so a few big fish coming out. And yeah, just the rods to bring in. Everything else is up there ready to chuck back in the van. And I'll touch base with you when I'm back over in my peg and I've got the rods out and hopefully I'm into another French carp. Well, due to the amount of footage I've got and obviously being here for a week, I don't really want to make a ridiculously long 45-minute, an hour long video. So this is going to be the end of part 1. Obviously, I'm filming this a couple of days later because I've only just come to the decision of doing this. So yeah, this will be the end of part 1. And next week will be part 2's video. But if you did like this video, like and subscribe and come back next week for part 2.